and welcome. I'm Freya. Today we're going to do a yin yoga flow. It is designed to help you after a long day at work. That is whether you're sat at a desk all day or maybe you are walking around all day. Any of them, it will help you lots with just winding down and stretching out those parts of the body that we use a lot. So come and join me. I will recommend that you bring a bolster if you have one. You can also just bring some pillows, and if you have blocks, that would be helpful as well. But you can always just swap out blocks for books and swap out bolsters for pillows, and a blanket you can bring as well. So I'll see you on the mat. Find a comfortable seated position. It can be cross-legged, it can be on your bolster like I am. And we're going to start by just landing on the mat today. So we're going to start with some alternate nostril breathing, just to get really into our breath for a little bit and really notice it and feel it. And then just to neutralize some energies. So if you're here because you've had a long day at work, which is what we're going to be focusing on, this will be really nice and calming. So we're going to start with the alternate nostril breathing. We're going to take our 2 fingers here. We're going to place it in our third eye, so in our forehead, in between our eyebrows. And then we're going to have our thumb. We're going to use our thumb to close our right nostril, and we're going to use our ring finger to close the left nostril. When we're closing the nostrils, we don't have to push it in. We just put it on gently, just to make sure that the air is not coming out. So we can just make sure to close one, breathe through the other, and alternate. Okay, I'm going to just talk you through it, but firstly, I'll invite you to close your eyes, place your hands on your lap, take a big inhale, and then exhale with your mouth open. So just put all the sound on it that you need to. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You can do 2 more now in your own pace. Very nice. Just come back to your natural breath. Try and breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. We're just going to take a couple more breaths here. Very good. So now you're going to take your fingers, place them on your third eye. And we're going to start by closing our right nostril. So we're going to put our thumb on the right nostril and then breathe in through the left. And we're going to close the left nostril, open the right nostril, and exhale out of the right. Keeping the right nostril open, you're going to inhale through the right nostril. closing the right and exhaling through your left. Inhale. Closing the left and exhaling through the right. Inhale. Closing the right and exhaling through the left. Inhale through the left. Closing the left and exhaling through the right. Continue like this. If you get out of the rhythm, don't worry about it. You're just going to pick up from where you left off. And if your arm gets sore, you're welcome to hold it up with your left arm or your right arm, depending on what hand you're using. So we're going to do one more round, exhaling through the right. Inhaling through the right. Closing the right and exhaling through the left. Inhaling through the left. Closing the left and exhaling through the right. You can put your right arm down. Come back to your natural breathing. You can open your eyes gently. And then we're going to come to our first pose. So we're going to take the bolster away, but keep it close by. So our first pose is a toe tuck. So we're going to tuck our toes and then we aim to sit back onto our feet. So there can be issues here like knee pain and stuff like that. You can use a blanket to put in between your legs so that when you sit back, don't sit back as deep. But you're also welcome to just stay on all fours. Well, 6, I guess there's 6 of them when the toes are also touching. So you can stay here to take some of the pressure off, or you can sit back. So just take your pinky, make sure that's also tucked in. And then we're just going to sit here for 5 full breaths, just to get it started. So close your eyes. And we're going to inhale all the way into the belly. So it expands as much as it can. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So this stretch is really good. We're just stretching out the feet. Maybe you're standing up all day at your job, or maybe you were wearing shoes all day. So just to stretch them out, stretch out the toes, give them a little bit of love because they carry us around all day. Last breath here. Very nice. We're going to come very gently out of the pose. So if you're set back, we're going to walk our hands forward. Just lean forward into the hands, and then we're just going to untuck the toes gently. It can be nice to just give them a little bit of a slap into the ground. And then we're going to grab a bolster or pillows, whatever you have around you. You can also grab a couple of blocks, can be useful here. And our blankets. We're going to use all of our props. So first thing I want you to do is put the blanket underneath your seat so that we just come up a little bit off our sitting bones. And then we're going to stretch our legs out besides us. And then we have some options here. We're going to stay in the pose for 5 minutes. So it's a while, and therefore we want to be comfortable. We want to make sure that we're comfortable. The first variation, you take blocks underneath your knees to keep a bend in them. It can be on whatever setting is comfortable for you. And then you put your bolster upright, and if you have pillows, you just stack your pillows on top of each other, and then you lean your head on it. And then you just relax. You're also welcome to have your legs straight or keep a slight bend in them. And then you can just prop your blocks underneath your bolster just to put it up a little bit so that we get a little bit more of that support. And then we're going to fold forward. So you're going to just try the best you can to, when you fold forward, to fold from the hips. So set up exactly how is comfortable for you. I'm going to use the bolster, and then we're going to stay here for 5 minutes. So you're going to hinge forward from the hips. You can relax your feet, no need to keep them flexed. And then when you come as far forward as you can, you just relax your neck and your back. And you're welcome to put one cheek on the bolster if that's comfortable for you. So when you've landed in the pose, however is comfortable for you, you're going to turn your attention back to your breath. Notice if you're breathing in your belly. Try and notice where you can feel your breath. And how it feels. Whenever your mind wanders, just come back to your breath. Feel it. If you have your cheek on the pillow, on your bolster. You're very welcome to swap sides now. So keeping the opposite cheek on the pillow or bolster. Maybe this feels different too. Maybe you feel the stretch somewhere else now. Just notice it. Then try to relax. Relax your legs. Relax your shoulders and your upper back. Now you're going to gently walk your hands, push yourself off the floor with your hands and walk back into your seat. We're going to take one knee up at a time, just gently lifting the legs, moving the bolster out of the way. And then we're just going to straighten the legs and give them a little bit of a shake. You can lean back here if that's comfortable. Very nice. So we're going to come off our blanket or pillow, and our next pose is a deer pose. So we want to have a bolster. You can use a block to have underneath the bolster, just to keep it a little bit higher up. That can be very comfortable. Same with your blanket, you can use it to gain a little bit more height here if you need. And then we are going to make sure our thigh is parallel to the top of the mat. We're going to have our bolster on our thigh. Starting with the right leg up against the bolster, our left leg is behind us, and keeping it with the shin parallel to the back of the mat. And then we're just going to twist and lean over. Very nice. So you can lean your right chin on the mat, cheek on the mat, look to your right. And if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, deeper twist, you can lift yourself up, and then you can turn your head around and then look to the right side of the mat instead. Then you have a full twist here. And we're going to stay in this pose for about 2.5 minutes. So get comfortable, check in with your breath. Are you breathing? And how deep? Take some good breaths here. And notice how the twist feels. Where do you feel a stretch? what part of your body is really enjoying this pose. Very nice. Now you're going to gently come back up, putting your hands on the floor and pushing yourself up into a seat. Gently, gently. Very nice. So we're going to swap sides now. So you can either just turn it around, like I'm doing now with my back to you guys, and then, or you can put your bolster in the other end. Both works equally well. So we're going to make sure that now our left thigh is up against our bolster. Our left thigh is up against our bolster. We're going to have our right shin parallel to the back of the mat. And then we're going to lean forward. We're going to lean forward and we're going to twist. So just like before, you can have your right cheek or left cheek on the mat, depending on how deep your stretch is. If you want a deeper stretch, you use your right cheek looking to the left side. Remember to breathe here. How does the stretch feel on this side? Is it more or less intense as the other side? Or maybe you can feel it in a different area. Anytime your mind wanders, just come back to your breath. Very nice. Come up gently, as gentle as you can, coming out of the twist, pushing yourself back up to your seat. And now your last pose of today is a supported fish pose. It's one of my all-time favorites. Just like here, we're going to need our bolster. You can have your blocks underneath it. I'm just going to show you. You can have it on the highest setting if this is what is comfortable. You can have as high as you can here. You can use the blanket as a support for your head. So we're going to put our legs straight in front of us and our seat up against the bolster. Then we're going to lean back on it and have our arms out to the side. So this is the first variation. You're also welcome to take away the blocks and just lie on the bolster if that is comfortable. You can also have just one bolster or one block, or use the bolster and the blanket. I'm going to use the blanket as a blanket in this one. So we're going to stay here for 5 minutes, and it is our last pose of today before Savasana. So get comfortable. We're going to lean back, open up our arms to the side. So the further up your arms are towards the T, the more of a stretch you'll feel in your chest. Same actually, if you have more blocks underneath your bolster, you'll feel a bigger stretch in your chest when you have your arms out to the side. And you'll feel less of a stretch in your lower back if you have the blocks underneath your bolster. If you have no blocks, you'll feel more of a stretch in your lower back. So this pose supports the natural curve of the spine. It's a curve that we're either exaggerating as women, or for most people it is something that gets lost a bit because we sit down so much. Same as the T arms up here. You can have your arms, by the way, as far down as you need to for it to be comfortable. But it really helps this pose if you're sat at a desk all day. Just opens up your chest, and it opens up your lower back and opens up your front. Just lets you, just stretches out all the good parts. Notice your breath, and in this pose I'll invite you to try and breathe more into your chest, because the more you breathe into your chest when you're lying here, the more you can expand the chest with your breath, the more of a stretch you'll feel. So if there's any time that you want to breathe into your chest, this is it. This is the time. Notice how your body is feeling here. Where are you feeling the stretch? How does your left side feel compared to the right side? Does it feel the same? Or how is it different? So now we're going to gently lift ourselves off our bolster. We're just going to take our bolster, either push it to the side, or you're welcome to put it underneath your knees for Savasana, just for an extra little bit of comfort today. Put your blocks out to the side if you're using it. And then we're going to stay here. When you found yourself too comfortable, Shavasana, we're just going to take a moment to just feel and relax our body parts. So I want you to repeat after me, in your head, not out loud. I relax my feet. My feet are relaxed. I relax my legs. My legs are relaxed. I relax my hips. My hips are relaxed. I relax my belly and my lower back. My belly and my lower back are relaxed. I relax my chest and my upper back. My upper back and my chest are relaxed. I relax my hands, my arms, and my shoulders. My hands, my arms, and my shoulders are relaxed. I relax my neck and my jaw. My neck and my jaw are relaxed. I relax my eyes, my tongue, and my forehead. forehead are relaxed. I relax my whole body. My whole body is relaxed. You can stay in Savasana for as long as you like. Just pause the video and stay for as long as you need today. Thank you very much for practicing with me. I hope to see you in the next one.